Scorpio, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is the second one in the Equinox series for the next 3 months, going through Aries, Taurus, and into Gemini. This is going to be about relationships in your life. And this could be relationships in regards to couples. This also could be relationships in regards to, there you go, lovely, thank you very much. They all came out nicely. So in relationships to your family and friends and your community that is around you, in your sort of spirit tribe, as it were. And on the physical front, the material side, you can see that in the link in the description below. It's what's going on for the next 3 months, and there was a definite learning process for you, and you came out of it really well, actually, Scorpio. There was definite learning process from all the way through Aries, and then through that really tricky transitional period, which is Taurus season. It seems to be a transitional period for everybody in this period, and you certainly do have it on your cards here. So it seems to tie in with that sort of reading that's going on there. These two cards here are the cards that are influencing the next sort of 3 months of your relationships and your emotions in life. This card here is to do with Aries season, this is Taurus season, and this is Gemini season. So putting in those healthy boundaries. If you saw, you should really go and have a look at your reading for the financial or your material side of life, because there was a lot about that as well, in putting in boundaries there, but healthy boundaries, that you've been carrying a bit too much. And you might also have to apply that within your relationships that are around you. And this is going to ask you to be very clear thinking, almost religious, and have some sort of rules and regulations about it. And that's what that nine of wands is all about, that healthy boundaries. So if people want to come into your life, they have to come into your life in a very particular way, because that is what is good for you. If they like it, then it will be good for them as well. And that's that part here. So these are the boundaries the healthy boundaries with the 9 of wands. And then the King of Swords is a card that's going to be sort of saying, and these are the parameters that I'm setting up so people can come into my lives. And if you want to come into my lives and come through those parameters, this is how you need to do it, which is with the King of Swords. If you're very clear with yourself over these next 3 months, it may change your landscape in regards to relationships incredibly, because in the physical side of life, there was a definite journey that you're going to be going on, and you're going to fall in love with that whole sort of material life that you're going to be leading. And these changes, once you put that into place, things around you are going to change very quickly in Aries season. So over this next coming month, and those changes are going to provide a change of fortunes within you. So if I had a relationships with some people around me who were, let's say, constantly trying to pull me in one direction in my life by sort of saying, come and do this, come and do this, come and do this, come and do this. And it wasn't really sitting right with me. It wasn't really sitting right with all my other relationships. And I made those changes. All of a sudden, I've got that space around me to do so much more. And that is going to make my life a lot more fortuitous, because I can have that space for things to come in around me. And that's what's going to happen for you in the Taurus season. When you do this, you will find yourself having relationships with other people in communities. And I think it's more to do with the community more than anything else, with that 3 of Pentacles. You will be able to have relationships with the community around you that is actually going to be very, very healthy, not just for you, but also for the community that is at large around us. Okay, so that sort of seems to be the overall sort of reading that's going out through it. Once you set in these boundaries, it will, you know, this is a card of choice apparently, but I don't necessarily think so, because actually in one of those cards there is only one path to go down. All the other bowls have got bats and snakes and ladders and stuff like that. Some of them even got holes in them. But there's only one that's actually producing that lovely emotions. And so I think that evident path will become very clear to you. And as it becomes very clear to you, you're going to go ahead very quickly with your life and with the relationships that are around you. And the Ace of Wands gives you that clear thinking, gives you that passionate kind of going, yeah, I can see the results of this. This is good. I'm enjoying this. And it will be sorting the chaff from the wheat. There may be a lot of people that are around you that are not really out there for your best interests. So, and it'd be good to sort of see all of those people very clearly around you. The Hermit, so going through into the Taurus season, that changing period, which seems to be a major change going on. It's going to be that through your experience and through your learning, and that's what the Hermit card has done. It's gone on a pathway that's gone up a set of stairways that's gone round the mountain. So it's learned every view and aspect of that learning or that mountain that it's gone up. And the King of Swords is sitting on that mountain as well. So this is where you're going to be going up to the top and sitting there. So then you can then sort of shine your light and you can say, this is who I am and this is what I want. And that's going to make life very fortuitous for you, because you're only going to attract people around you who want to be like that, who understand where you're coming from, who fit perfectly with you. And it's going to come in very, very, very quickly. And it's just not going to stop going right through into Gemini season. And you're just going to go from leaps and bounds as this fortuitous change comes into your life. You can then start investing and really taking your place in a community that really does correspond to you. So there you go, Scorpio. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, do subscribe and click that bell. It does help us out. And I will see you for the third reading of this Equinox special, as it were, for the next 3 months, which is all to do with your soul path, your karmic path, your development, your own personal development. And that's going to be really interesting to see. Don't forget, there is loads of links below that you can explore as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.